one in New York. It's Katie.
So, did you all know that more than 40% of brides get engaged between Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day? That means a lot of ladies are planning for the big day right now. We're going to show you how to have an unforgettable wedding without blowing your budget. Anja Winikka of thenot.com is here to show us some creative ways to save money. Hi,
That's
Anja.
right.
Nice to see you. Let's talk about how much is the average wedding these days?
When we're talking about national averages, the average in America is $28,000 for a wedding.
Wow. Well, how can people plan a memorable, unforgettable wedding without completely, blowing their budget?
One of the things you have to do is think about your guest list. If you have 150 guests, you've cut 10 people off. Think about it. You've cut 10 heads on the food and the bar. You've got a centerpiece and all of that.
That sounds so cold, doesn't it?
But the other thing is...
I'm saving money. You're out.
That's the big way to save money. The other thing is think about what is your theme? Where do you want to get married? Choose a very meaningful spot. Not something that you have to cover with a bunch of flowers. Think about a place that's really, special to you two. The rest of the details will fall into play.
And you guys are doing a giveaway from The Knot?
That's right. So everyone, is going home with a free magazine, The Knot Spring Issue. It's beautiful. Tons of ideas in there, right? And that's just it. Do your research, get on thenot.com, flip through those magazines, and start thinking about that budget too.
Why does this cake cost so much more than this one?
So here's the thing. When you add more, you're spending more time and more money. So if you are asking your cake baker to do all these delicate sugar flowers, those aren't fresh flowers.
They look real.
Yes.
They're beautiful.
Or create this custom mold that looks like lace from possibly a wedding dress, or to spend all this time piping, that's going to take a lot of time. This cake is $2,300. This cake is closer to $600.
Wow.
So you really are saving when you're asking, and they're both from the same baker, Anna Parzik.
Here, Donna, let's hold up our pieces of wedding cake so our audience can see.
Well, actually, I think this one should probably have been a little bit bigger. So the idea here is to order half the cake. You have 150 guests. Ask your cake baker if she can do half slices for you. You're usually paying by the slice, so ask for 75 guests, not 150.
That's good advice. Sorry to talk with my mouth full, you guys, but a lot of people don't want a big hunk of wedding cake, right? Just a little dab will do you, right? So
little coffee, little dab. That's right.
All right, let's move on to invitations because we have some advice on that.
That's right. Okay, when it comes to invitations, their printing techniques, the size of your invitations, the way, postage, all these things that kind of come into play when you're talking about this. This one's from CC New York. She's this couture wedding invitation designer. This is letter pressed. On the back, there's embossing going on. There's this beautiful pattern. She does it all custom. So it's going to run you $32 of suite.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is a lot less expensive?
Okay, of course, yes. So this is minted.com. It's an online site. You can pick and choose colors, designs, all sorts of things. You have a similar look. Again, look at the invitations. It's a size that you would normally send. So your postage isn't going to be as expensive. It's not as heavy, so you're not going to have to pay for the weight and all that. Right. And P.S., everyone is getting $50 to minted.com today.
Nice.
Let's talk about flowers because as we know, right, girls planning your wedding, flowers are so expensive.
Okay, so yes, so in general, people are spending about $2,000 on their flowers, national average here, okay? So flowers are expensive because your florist is bringing them in. She's got to fly in, if you guys are specific, you want anemones, you want ranunculus, those are expensive per stem. So Magna Floral Events and Design did both of these flowers. This one's a $500 centerpiece. This is a $150 centerpiece. The idea is the same. Textural, white on white, very popular right now.
So this could have used even a little teeny bit more greenery, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No, let's move on to shoes because this is a place where you can save money.
So both of these styles, very similar in that, right? This first one, this is your splurge. This is Badgley Mishka, $245 for this pair of shoes. And then these guys, this is by Nina Shoes, and this is $89. So you are saving half the price. Oh, and by the way, everyone's getting 20% off to Nina Shoes as well.
Okay, good. Okay, so I love this stuff. This is so fun. Let's talk about the dress because obviously the dress is the biggest, I think, anxiety producer before a wedding. So we have Christina and Jen. Christina's on the left, Jen is on the right. So tell me first about the splurge dress.
Okay, so Christina's wearing the splurge dress. This is Dennis Bossa for Kleinfeld. It's a $5,300 dress. And the reason is because it's the fabric, it's the craftsmanship, it's all beaded by hand, and there's 40 yards of of silk tulle going on in that dress, and it moves very nicely, and it's beautiful.
But it is
that's the
beautiful.
splurge.
Yeah, and before we talk about the more reasonable version, we should say that Kleinfeld, which is the leader in bridal fashion, is sending you all home with a $400 gift certificate and T-shirts that declare your status as off the market. All right. Jen also looks beautiful in a very similar dress, but as I said, the price point is dramatically different.
Incredibly different. So this one's $1,200. It's Allure Bridals. And think about this. They're very similar silhouettes. This is just the thing about wedding gowns. Strapless ball gowns look great on a lot of shapes. So if you're tall, if you're shorter, that is a great silhouette to start with when you're shopping for your wedding dress.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Anja,
you.
for all the terrific advice, and hopefully you guys learned a lot for your big day as well. Before we go, I have some great news for our engaged women in the audience. One of you is going to win a free dress from Allure Bridals worth up to $5,000. So I love this. Donald is going to pick the lucky winner. Danielle Shields. Where are you, Danielle? Congratulations. That's very exciting, right? The only caveat, Danielle, is you have to invite us to your wedding now. Anyway, earlier, by the way, we told you about a romantic Miami getaway for the couple with the most disastrous wedding. Who did you all pick? We're going to tell you right after this.